Today's the day I'm finally using this broken Silver Wolf build that I was able to put together, and I showed a glimpse of this in my Trailblaze level 70 video, and I gotta say I'm quite happy with how it's turned out. I think all things considered, it is a pretty decent build, and now that I finally have Silver Wolf on my team, I know she's gonna be carrying my DPS so hard. So let's take a look at my Silver Wolf. Well, as you can see, I already have her at some pretty decent thresholds. I have her at 75 out of 80 level with 3,500 HP. Now that could actually be a lot higher if I wanted to, but you'll see later why I'm doing the build that I am. And I have speed of 140, which is actually pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. And I'll save how much effect hit rate I have until after I show you guys the pieces that I'm using. Now there's something I need to address. In the video where I was talking about Silver Wolf being an amazing character that you need to summon for, I said that before the tutorial mission starts was her best in slot light cone, and it can be at times, but I'm actually not using it, and that's for a very simple reason. If you have more than enough effect hit rate without needing the light cone, then using Luca's, if you don't have her signature incessant rain light cone, is actually a better option because it doesn't offer any effect hit rate, but it offers the chance of ensnaring the enemy, which just increases her defense shredding ability so much more. Now unfortunately I don't have it S5, so I only have a 70% chance of even landing the ensnared to begin with, but once I get this S5 I'll definitely be rocking on her. But I'm using it on her anyway because I do have enough effect hit rate on her already to where I really don't need before the tutorial mission starts, which is good because I can keep that on my payload then. And plus Silver Wolf offers plenty of effect hit rate from her traces anyway, so that definitely comes in handy. I am using her at E0 as well, so if I had E2 it'd be a little bit more lenient. But here is my build. I'm running her on 4-piece Eagle of Twilight Line because as a debuffer I want her to be as quick as possible, and when she pops her ult she'll be having a chance to be advanced forward. And on top of that I'm using 2-piece Penacony, which is amazing for this character because it gives her some energy regeneration rate and it increases the damage dealt for all other allies of the same type as the wearer, which is crucial if I'm using her in a team composed mostly of quantum damage characters, which I'm going to be doing today. So let's look at the pieces. This piece honestly is pretty decent all things considered. I'm surprised I didn't end up with 15% defense, 7% effect hit rate. This is the only piece that I really would like to change, and it only has 3% effect hit rate. I would definitely like to swap this out, but I am running her with an effect hit rate body. Now if I was to use before the tutorial mission starts, I could have offered to go with this HP percent body here, which would have been cooler on her. I could have probably got her above 4,000 HP easy, but I think this one will do for now, and it does still offer a little bit of HP for her. And then I'm running her on speed boots with no effect hit rate whatsoever. So, but honestly I think the planar ornaments have come through this time around. I'm running her with an HP sphere with 12% effect hit rate and an energy regeneration rope with 7% effect hit rate and 2 speed. And if we look at it, I am just short of 96% effect hit rate, 92.3, which I think is not bad all things considered. Like I said, there was no reason for me to use before the tutorial mission starts because my effect hit rate is so high here that I honestly got very lucky with the substats, and I could easily get that up another 4% if I just happen to get a better speed boots on her. So Silver Wolf does very well in a mono quantum damage team comp, but for this video in particular I'm not going to be doing that because we're just going to be focusing on how much damage I can buff my DPS towards, and what a better way to do that than against the deer with Sela. I think this is going to be tremendously quicker than normal, and I can't wait to see how much damage output that I'm going to be doing, honestly. Of course, Path of the Hunt as always, and we should be slaying the deer super quickly in this one, so let's get into it. I hope the blessings will be in my favor today. You can never tell, to be honest. I gotta say, I'm loving having Silver Wolf on my account though, because even characters that don't have a quantum weakness, being able to implant them with it is just so helpful. And I don't think I'll be running into an issue in this video with that, since most of the enemies in this simulated universe world do already have a wind efficiency, as you can see. So being able to plant quantum on top of that should be 100% guarantee. Oh, okay, so they are giving me a ton of hunt blessings already. I did a run earlier today and it went pretty well, I'm not gonna lie, but we'll see if I can walk away with a lot of 3 stars today. That would be great. We already have a path resonance, and I really think that Silver Wolf's gonna benefit from this hunt path blessing as well, because if she's able to break the weakness of enemies, especially while implanting them with that weakness, she's gonna keep being able to move over and over again and applying it on multiple enemies in one rotation, which I think is really good. All right, so in this case I might actually get shafted. It might not put the quantum damage on. I hope that it does. Hey, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Oh, okay, I didn't even buff up with Bronya there, but 125 easy. Okay, yeah, my Sela's damage increase is incredibly high now with this. especially because my Sealer build isn't even that great, you know what I mean? So it just makes it so much simpler to be able to finish off multiple enemies like this. Like 57,000 right there. Again, I didn't even use the weakness buff on that enemy. There we go. We're not even on to like the first boss and we already have our first path resonance buff. There we go. That's what I'm looking at. This one does not have a quantum weakness, so hopefully we can implant that on her and she'll be getting just absolutely destroyed. I love that my Silver Wolf is super quick as well because she starts the rotation off. So if I do apply it here, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Then I can follow up with everybody. And because I even have Fu Xuan's ult here, I can usually break the weakness of quantum damage enemies before they even get a turn. Especially because my Sealer will be able to attack right after this. I don't think we're going to break it here. Actually, we might be able to. Oh my gosh. Okay, yes. Lots of damage. Lots of damage. And so like in this case, I didn't actually end up breaking it, but I can just switch over to Silo once again anyway. And it's just, oh my gosh, this enemy's dead. They didn't get to attack once. 100,000 on my E right there. Let's go. And they gave me a 3-star hunt blessing. Oh, look at that. Okay, a fire damage boost with crit rate and crit damage rooted in arena. That I was not expecting that. Let's see. Honestly, I think I would rather focus this enemy. And we did. Oh, thankfully we got that landed on there. I'm getting pretty lucky. I honestly think that adds to the fun though, making it where it's RNG based, where I'm not guaranteed whichever weakness I'm landing. It makes it fun, although I love a mono quantum team as well. And there we go. We already broke the weakness of this enemy and it's almost dead as well. Sometimes it works out even better because my Bronya is at E1, so if she doesn't consume a skill point, is this gonna kill? Oh my gosh, that enemy didn't even get a turn. Are you kidding me? All right, so we're gonna try to get the weakness. Let's hope the RNG lands again. Come on. Okay, it was bound to happen eventually. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's try it again. There we go. And as you can see, like my Silver Wolf keeps getting her turn pretty quickly as well. So in times like that, if I can just re-roll it if it's something I don't want. Of course, that's not gonna happen outside of simulated universe, but it's something that I definitely like about this. And we can go ahead and break the weakness of this enemy too. Oh, let's go. I do like having her at a higher crit rate threshold than in the past. Like my Scylla is a lot more consistent now. Oh my gosh, that was extremely easy. I love this Silver Wolf build. All right, we are here at the final boss. Let's check out the blessings that I was able to get this run. Unfortunately, not as great as I have in the past or even when I did this earlier, to be honest. Of course, I focused on hunt path blessings and I was very fortunate. I got the resonance extremely early, but unfortunately, I did not get one of the 3-star hunt blessings. Honestly, maybe I should have re-rolled earlier and seen if it would have given me it instead of this one here. But you know, with how broken this build is, I'm content with just getting an action forward on breaking their weakness because there are a lot of enemies you can do that on as opposed to just killing them off as well. But I think that it'll still be a pretty simple clear nonetheless. Let's go. Definitely started with Silver Wolf. All right, now I want to see, can I break his just like I was doing in the other ones? I'm not actually completely sure about that. There we go. Now it's broken. Oh my god, 127,000. That did almost as much as the actual ult itself. Sheesh. I just want to use it to see how much it's gonna do. 179,000. Okay, there we go. Break the weakness of it. So close to dying. There we go. The E1 procced. Let's go. Even without the one for killing them, it really doesn't matter too much because Scylla gets an attack. She gets to attack again anyway after killing them. This one's almost dead again. Oh my gosh, I love Scylla on this. It's, oh my, it's just too OP, man. We're about to have Silver Wolf's buffs again. I haven't even had to use my Fu Xuan shielding because this is going so quickly. Oh, I guess I'm not gonna be able to use it on. Oh, I hope that does. Oh, actually, what I can do, just to be safe, I'm gonna go ahead and save my Fu Xuan. And that's actually a blessing because Fu Xuan's ult can break the weakness of these a lot quicker too. All right, the deer doesn't have too many debuffs on him as of yet, but yeah, he's still about to die though. I've said in the past, what you really want to do when it comes to this is focus on killing off these, but also try to build up your Scylla's ult gauge. Like I already almost have it again. Scylla should be able to get an attack here again. Yeah, there we go. The deer should be dead here, but yeah, wow, what a run. Honestly, if I had the third 3-star blessing, 193,000 right there at the end. Wow, there we have it, the deer boss. That was an incredible run. Honestly, I feel like that's the most damage that my Scylla has outputted against him because the defense shredding is just crazy. I don't know how many of the ensnares were landing because I wasn't paying attention too much, but I think that definitely adds to the additional defense shredding, and I'm glad that I have it on her. But that's gonna do it. Let me know what you guys think of my Silver Wolves build. I think it turned out extremely well, especially because some of these pieces I just ripped straight from Pela, but some of them I actually built up from scratch and they turned out better than they ever were on her for that matter. But yeah, I'm really enjoying using Silver Wolf. I apologize that it took me like a week to get this out, but I really wanted to make sure that her build was perfect, and it nearly is. I just need like 4% more effect hit rate. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.